name's Marissa. I'm here with my co-host Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Thursday, everyone. And it's what, July 7th now? Oh my god. Damn. We've
Yes,
we've
halfway
been
through the year.
well, more than halfway through the year. We've been doing this podcast for 7 months now. Damn.
Man, it doesn't feel like it though.
Well, according to YouTube, we've been doing it since February, but really we've been doing it since January because we started on Spotify. So, yay!
And we started on New Year's too, so
Well, actually, no, we started on the 9th because, well, we started planning it on New Year's, but we started our official episode on the 9th because, that was the night Bob Saget had passed.
that is true because I guess it was just not wanting to be in the plans.
Yeah, we did the Bob Saget tribute just on the fly. Like, it was supposed to be a pilot episode, but we decided to do it last minute, a Bob Saget tribute. Man, that's one episode we can't really redo. Well, we can, but it's not going to have, like, the same feel because, like, we did it the night he passed. So,
Right.
yeah. But anyways, happy Thursday, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Hope everyone's having a good week, a good summer. You know the drill. So tonight's episode is actually gonna be quite fun. We're gonna continue the nostalgia feel, even though this is not in the official nostalgia series. This is just gonna be another one of those top 10 videos, top 10 SpongeBob episodes to be exact. Now, there are a lot of SpongeBob episodes. SpongeBob's been around for over 20 years. So, and it's still running strong. They're still making new episodes. I don't really like the new episodes though.
Mm.
It's a little weird. Some of these episodes are a little weird. Like, for example, an episode where they make black lemonade out of Squidward's ink, squid ink. And they have to keep scaring him for him to produce squid ink. Like, he sneezes it and shit. Oh my god, there's fucking fireworks again. Are you kidding me? 4th of July is over! Anyways, so yeah, I have 10 listed here, from whichever seasons. Actually, a majority of these are season 1 or 2, looking at my list right now. But I have some honorable mentions as well. I have 3. I narrowed it down to 3. So, yeah, we'll do the honorable mentions at the end. So we'll just stick to our top 10. Like, we'll do 10 to 1, and then we'll discuss everything, and then we'll do the honorable mentions at the very end and discuss why we picked them.
Right.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go first, just for the fucking hell of it. All right, so number 10. So I'm going to do it like this. So I listed them, the name of the episode, and then the season and the episode number. So number 10 is House Fancy from season 6, episode 1. Number 9 is Rock Bottom from season 1, episode 17. Number 8 is The Lost Mattress from season 4. Number 7 is Chocolate with Nuts, season 3, episode 12. Number 6 is The Krusty Towers, season 4, episode 9. Number 5 is Help Wanted, season 1, episode 1. Number 4 is Pizza Delivery, season 1, episode 5. Number 3 is Band Geek from season 2, episode 15. Number 2 is SB129 from season 1, episode 4. And number 1 is UGG, season 3, episode 14.
It's funny because some of those that you had mentioned, they're on my list too.
Oh, sweet. And this time I didn't share my list with you, so, like, no peeking.
Yeah. Okay, so I mainly stuck with the first 3 seasons only because I just didn't like watch any past those seasons. But like like the mattress one and Bug and all that stuff. That's like it's like I've seen it like through reruns and stuff like that. It's like I didn't just like sit down and just watch like a whole season of SpongeBob like one day and just be like, okay, well, yeah, So some of the episodes that you had mentioned for your top 10, they're kind of like in my top 10, but then some of them are in my honorable mentions as well.
Okay.
Just to clarify. Like I said, like, first 3 seasons. So I don't want hate in the comments being like, well, you're not a true SpongeBob fan. Like, look, there's so many damn seasons, okay?
There's a lot, and I've seen every single season, but like the newer episodes, like from like the
They're
past
just
maybe
not
3 years, I haven't watched them all. Like I'm just not into the new stuff.
right. Okay, so number 10 is Just One Bite from season 3. I didn't do the episode number.
That's
It's
okay. As
just
long as you put the season, that's good.
number 9 is Oh Mother from season 1.
God.
Number 8 is Bubble Stand from season 1. Number 7 is Squilliam Returns from season 3. Number 6 is Nasty Patty from season 3. Number 5 is Graveyard Shift, which is season 2. Number 4 is Chocolate with Nuts from season 3. Number 3 is Shanghai from season 2. Number 2 is Band Geeks from season 2. And number 1 is Club SpongeBob from season 3.
Oh fuck! Isn't that the episode where they have the freaking treehouse?
Yes.
It's where like there's like you won't fit in.
You won't fit in.
Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome
Clap,
to our
clap, 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 clap.
Oh man! Now the Krusty Towers, which is my number 6. I love that episode. It's where Mr. Krabs turns the Krusty Krab into a hotel, and SpongeBob and Squidward have to work it. And Patrick comes in, and Squidward's like, "Why would you rent a hotel? You live just down the street." And he's like, I don't tell you how to live your life," or something like that.
I don't have to tell you how to live your life.
And he brings him a suitcase full of rocks, and he orders Krabby Patties like without the crust.
Oh god. That was a huge ass tab.
Oh my god. I fucking love that episode. Oh man. So your number 1 was, what was it again? Club SpongeBob?
Club
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
from season 3.
The freaking conch, the magic conch shell.
Can I have something to eat?
No. Try asking again.
It's like I love the the cry.
The fucking, yeah, the call. Oh man.
It's just like you see the what was it, the scout leader, and he's just like, you mean like this?
Oh yeah, the Forest Ranger.
They're going,
Oh I remember that. My number 1 was Ugg from season 3. Now that's an episode where Patchy was in it as well. They did the whole caveman robot thing, where the voice of Patrick was dressed up as a caveman, and then they had a robot as well. And then it cuts to the actual SpongeBob episode where they're all cavemen. There's SpongeGar, Patar, and Squog, and the Gary is like gigantic.
yeah.
And they like learn about fire and like how they could cook with fire.
I love that, like, they were trying, I think it was like Patar was like trying to eat something, and he's just like trying to figure out like how to put it, like, like eat it through his mouth and stuff. That he's like, he just puts the whole stick like through his bottom and upper lip. So,
I remember that.
I was just like, oh my god.
And then it goes back, like at the end of the episode, it goes back to Patchy, and there's like this song that plays. It's like When Worlds Collide, and then the freaking caveman starts rapping. The guy that voices Patrick, the caveman, he starts freaking rapping. Oh man, I love that episode so much. Like that's like one episode that really stuck to me as a kid because they never really played it on TV as much, but every time you saw it, it was like, yes, I need more.
It's that one SpongeBob episode.
And then for number 2, I put the other caveman episode, the one that came out before in season 1, SB 129. It's where Squidward's day off, and SpongeBob and Patrick want to go jellyfishing with him, so Squidward hides at the freezer at the Krusty Krab, and he can't get out, so he's there for like 2,000 years into the future, and then it's like future, like that whole
future.
So he makes like this, turns into like this freaking like time machine, and he goes to the past, and they're cavemen, and they're like trying to. SpongeBob and Patrick had a jellyfish, and then he like breaks the switch, and he's like in this like blank white world. It's just a
It's
really
limbo.
weird episode, but I loved it. I love season 1. Like I used to have the whole disc collection of season 1, all the season 1 episodes. I used to have them. Don't know what happened to them. I think they're at my mom's somewhere. I got it at Walmart one year, but yeah. Number 2.
My number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
Oh, number 2 was Band Geeks.
That's my number 3 from season 2. Yes, the freaking Bubble Bowl to perform as a band.
Sweet victory.
Oh, I love that. It's iconic. That has to be like a top 3 episode for everybody. Like, honest to God, top 3 episode right there.
If you don't put that in your top 3, you are not a true SpongeBob fan.
That is not the message we're trying to send here, folks. Don't listen to this mean bastard.
But I mean, seriously, like if it's like within your top 10, it's like, yeah, that's like an all-timer episode.
You're on point.
But it's like, I remember the whole episode where it's just like Squid was like, well, we're waiting, and it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just starts playing. It's like, what? I love the actual like real life footage that they have like at a football game. It's just like the 2 guys are like crying. He's just like,
that would be us.
And now performing Sweet Victory. It's just like, yeah.
We go from cheering 1 minute to just bawling the next minute, just swaying with our lighters. Well, at the time it was lighters, and I got cell phones.
Just get the cell phone light out, like, yeah.
Fuck that. Just go old fashioned. Bring a lighter. Frick that. Technology's overrated.
Yeah, I could just see us doing that.
I'm surprised you didn't put pizza delivery on your list. The pizza episode.
Krusty Gray, yeah.
That was my number 4. I had to put that there. It's like a classic right there, instant classic.
That's like an honorable mention because, like, I mean, it's mentioned a lot in SpongeBob and stuff like that. But like, it's like I didn't put it on there. It's just because of like. It's just because of nostalgia and stuff. But it's known for the one thing. Well, I mean, 2 things. The Krusty Gray, yeah. And then the guy at the end, he's like, my diet, Dr. Kelp.
There's 3 things.
Break.
The fucking boulder.
Oh, it's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Some people have made like memes out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
I've seen
it's just the picture of Rock's face over the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm eating some hot chips right now.
Oh my god.
So for number 5, I put Help Wanted. That's like the very first episode of SpongeBob. You could tell it's the very first one. It's like old. The drawings of the characters. Yeah, the drawings of the characters, like you could tell it's old. It's the episode where SpongeBob wants to work at the Krusty Krab for the first time ever. And they send him on a wild chase for a spatula. Like a high-powered spatula. And all of a sudden, these freaking sardines flood in on buses, and they like drown out the Krusty Krab. And Squidward and Mr. Krabs are like climbing up this freaking pole at the Krusty Krab, trying to stay away from these hungry ass sardines. They're waiting for SpongeBob to get back with said spatula, which he ends up finding. And he comes flying in the Krusty Krab with the spatula. He's like, "Who's hungry?" And then they cut to the scene with this like really weird, funny music, and he like starts making a shit ton of Krabby Patties, and just starts like throwing them out of like the dine out window, and like he's feeding the sardines, and then after all the sardines leave and they're fed, Mr. Krabs thanks him for saving them, and he gets hired. What a way to start.
It's like, what did you do on your first day, SpongeBob? It's just like, oh, well, I found this spatula, and, it's just made a whole bunch of, like, Krabby Patties at work, and I got hired on the spot. It's just like, so what did you do? It's like, oh, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
This is like another episode they don't play a lot anymore. It sucks. Like this was like one of my favorites. Like one that I didn't see much as a kid as well. Just like Ugh. It's like one of those episodes I don't play enough when I was a kid. But yeah, I already talked about Krusty Towers. Chocolate with Nuts was number 7. Didn't you put that one on your list?
Yes, I did.
Which one was that?
That was number
4. All right.
Number 4.
Again, another classic. Chocolate. Did you just say chocolate? Okay, sidetrack here. I made that reference today on a Twitch stream I was watching. Orange Cassidy, AEW star Orange Cassidy was streaming on Twitch today, and he was watching Vines, and he was eating chocolate, and he did like a little ASMR at the start where he was like opening his chocolate, and I put in the comments, chocolate? Chocolate?
That'd be actually funny if he like said like, yes sir, with or without nuts.
Oh, I would have fucking broke out in tears.
Yes sir, with or without nuts. Chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate!
Oh man. But anyways, yeah, that was a little sidetracked, but yeah, I love that episode. And they freaking dress up as if they were hurt in hopes that they were chocolate. Then they end up getting scammed and buying these bags for their chocolate to carry him in. And then they go back to the same guy's house. He's dressed up as if he's hurt. And what the fuck did they sell him? They sold him something. And they took all their money. They took all their chocolate bars, I think. Did they? No. This was something
I mean,
else.
they had like a whole bunch of candy bars, and it was just like, as soon as that one guy tracked him down, he was like, I want to buy all your chocolate. And
Patrick fucking shits out a Hershey Kiss. I remember that. Oh man, that's a good one. Number 8. What did I put? Excuse me. The Lost Mattress from. Come on, phone. Quit being dumb. Lost Mattress from season 4. Ooh, I forgot I put a couple season 4 ones on here. Yeah, this is the episode. I told you about this episode the other night. Actually, Dystro. It's where.
Yep.
Mr. Krabs, his back is hurting from his old lumpy mattress. So Squidward thinks it's a good idea to get him a new one. So they go get him a new one, obviously. Actually, he sends SpongeBob and Patrick out on a chase to get a new one. So they swap out the old mattress for the new mattress. Squidward puts the old mattress at the dump. Mr. Krabs comes home, lays in his new bed, notices it's more comfier, and then Squidward and them surprise him or whatever. And Mr. Krabs gets a little pissed because apparently his old mattress has money in it, and they put it in the dump. So Mr. Krabs goes into a cash coma until they go back to the dumpster and retrieve his old mattress. Yeah, and there's a giant guard worm guarding the mattress, so SpongeBob and Patrick dress up as steaks. I remember that. Oh, we're not steaks, we're choice cuts.
what was the episode where SpongeBob met Sandy for the first time? Was that the one where he was like trying to lift up the dumbbell and like his pants ripped?
Nope.
Do you remember?
It's not that episode. It's in season 1. It's where he sees Sandy getting attacked by this giant clam because he's like going for a walk or whatever. And so he tries to rescue her, and then he gets eaten by the clam, so she rescues him. And she's like, I'm Sandy, or something like that. Like they start talking, they shake hands, and then she invites him over for tea and cookies. Yeah, it's that episode with the lack of water. It's that episode where he meets Sandy. Little PSA to everybody. I am a SpongeBob geek, a SpongeBob know-it-all, if you will. I love SpongeBob. I grew
SpongeBob
up
stain.
watching it. I had SpongeBob clothes. I had SpongeBob toys. I had a SpongeBob birthday cake when I was 7. I had SpongeBob this, SpongeBob that. I was a SpongeBob geek, and I still like SpongeBob.
Since we're talking about like stuff that was SpongeBob related, I think I had gotten a phone that like one of those like you can like plug into the wall. It was like one of those like you could just like pick it up and you know just call somebody on the landline and stuff.
Yep.
It was it was it a Krabby Patty or was it like SpongeBob like itself? I can't remember.
I never had one.
I had one of those and I had bought one many moons ago. And when I was like, when I was a kid, like 7 or 8, and I was like, oh look, I was like, it's a SpongeBob like novelty phone. Well, turned out to be an actual working phone because if my mom was like calling somebody on the landline and talking to them, I had picked it up and I was like, well, I was gonna probably like play on it or something like that, and I could hear somebody talking to my mom on the other line. I'm like, I'm like, hello, and then my mom's going, don't get off the phone. It's like, all right.
Oh, the struggle, the fucking struggle. Oh man. Question: what was your number 10?
Just one bite.
Oh, okay. It's the episode where SpongeBob gets Squidward to try a Krabby Patty.
You want to try a Krabby Patty, Squidward?
He's like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you? Because Squidward gets caught sneaking in after hours to go to the Patty Vault, which that was really only shown in one episode. So, like, the logic is not there. Oh, man.
So what were some of your...
Oh. I have one more I want to talk about. My number 10 was House Fancy from season 6. Now, again, I watched SpongeBob up until 3 years ago. I stopped watching the newer shit. House Fancy was an episode where Squidward got his own TV show. He got his own TV show called House Fancy where... wait, no, he didn't get his own Squidward. He did his own show. What am I saying? Squidward got to be featured on an episode called House Fancy where they did like a tour of his house, but Squidward had to like clean up his house first before the crew came to record. And they end up freaking his house literally ends up exploding. Like his house just like burst or something like that. I think the vacuum malfunctioned. Like his vacuum got clogged up and like exploded. And I remember SpongeBob and Squidward were trying to move a couch, and SpongeBob dropped it on Squidward's toe, and it broke his freaking toenail. Oof. And then by the time the crew came to record, his house was in shambles. But they still recorded it, and they said it was like one of the best houses I've ever seen. And Squilliam stops by too, because apparently Squilliam was actually on the episode before for that show, House Fancy. And they showed Squilliam's house, and that's why Squidward wanted to be on an episode to show off his house. But yeah. So that I forgot to mention Rock Bottom was my number 9, but I think everybody knows where Rock Bottom is, that episode. It's where they go on this bus after leaving Love World. The bus goes past SpongeBob's house and they go to Rock Bottom. There's like a whole bunch of these weird creatures, and Patrick's like, I can't even tell the bathrooms apart. And there's like the boy and girl's bathrooms, you can tell them apart by a freaking question mark. One's upside down and one's right side up. It's the episode where SpongeBob's like, the next bus to Bikini Bottom.
I can't understand your accent.
Oh my god, that's like a really freaky episode, but yeah.
That was in my honorable mention, actually.
Oh, nice. My honorable mentions, you're probably gonna be a little surprised because I only have like maybe 3, but they're ones you probably don't know. So for honorable mentions, I have Patty Hype from season 2. That is the Pretty Patties episode, by the way. I have Krusty Dogs from season 7, and another one called Sandcastles in the Sand from season 6. So what are yours?
So my honorable mentions, I forgot to put down the season.
It's okay.
But they are the Krusty Krab training video.
Oh God, no.
Rock Bottom's on there.
Yeah.
One Crab's Trash.
Is that the one
Um,
with the fucking Smitty Werberman Jensen's #1 hat? Or is that something else?
I can't remember.
I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, keep going.
The Great Snail Race. And,
Oh.
and then the last one is a Idiot Box.
Ooh,
Those are my
idiot
honorable
box.
mentions.
So you said One Crab's Trash, right?
Yes.
Season 3, it is the one with the freaking helmet, the #1 soda drinking hat.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then Idiot Box. Idiot Box. Oh, it's where they get the freaking TV box.
I hate this channel.
Literally buy a TV just for the box, so they could just do the whole imagination fucking thing. Oh
Imagination.
no! I love that episode. I put the Pretty Patties one for one of mine. That's like another classic that didn't make my list, but oh man, I've always wanted to try a freaking Pretty Patty. They turn our tongues. Oh wait, what is it? Wait, what is it? Oh wait, they did. One of the guys' tongues glowed in the dark when they ate the Pretty Patty. And then they had another one that was like plaid. It matched like somebody's kilt, like like the Scottish
Oh
kilt.
yeah.
Oh my god. It was order 4,763. And the crowd just starts chanting, me, 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 me. Oh fuck. Sandcastles in the Sand was from season 6. It's an episode where SpongeBob and Patrick had a sandcastle war to the point where it made me believe that you could actually have that kind of shit on a beach. Like, I wanted to go to the beach and like make a huge ass sandcastle and make like people actually like run and fight and shit. Like, it made me believe that I could actually do that. So that's why that episode kind of stands out to me, because like it really fueled my imagination as a kid. And then Krusty Dogs from season 7 is a really weird one. It's where they stop selling Krabby Patties, and Mr. Krabs has SpongeBob start making hot dogs out of the Krabby Patty meat.
Oh yeah. Oh my
It's
gosh.
kind of fucking weird. Squidward has to dress up as a hot dog and stand outside the fucking building with a sign. It was a really weird episode. That was when SpongeBob started to get a little weird, but it's one of those episodes I still like to watch. Okay, so let's hear about your episode. So I already mentioned Rock Bottom and um, Idiot Box. Now, One Man's Treasure. Yeah, the Smitty Warberman Jensen #1 soda drinking hat. So Mr. Krabs has his lawn sale. SpongeBob and Patrick stop by. SpongeBob gets this. Oh wait, that's the episode where Patrick's like, "I only have 3" or something like that with the money.
Oh, you have $3.
Yeah, that. He buys a fucking plunger, and he turns it into like an umbrella or whatever, or something like that. SpongeBob gets his hat, and I think he buys it, or he gets it for free or something like that. And then little does he know that hat belonged to Smitty Warberman Jensen or something like that, and it was worth big bucks apparently. So Mr. Krabs tries to get it back, to the point where he literally goes to Smitty Warberman Jensen's grave to see if he has another hat, which he does, and then he gets the hat and finds out it's worth shit. So he went through all that trouble for nothing. Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on some planet. Wait, is it planets? Hold on. That's a quote that came out of the episode. Yeah, that was the quote. He's like, remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. It's like when Mr. Krabs is starting to like think of what SpongeBob told him about Smitty, Wernerman Jensen. He's like, guess what I found in my sock today? Go ahead, guess. And he's like, remember, Mr. Krabs, he was #1.
Remember Mr. Krabs? He was #1.
Oh my god. So what were your other honorable mentions?
The Krusty Krab training video.
Oh my lord. I love that episode. Can I make a Krabby Patty now? He literally just keeps annoying the narrator the whole time.
No.
No, SpongeBob. I can't fucking remember. It's been so long, man. Oh my god.
There's another. I can't remember if it's the same SpongeBob episode or not, but there was a SpongeBob episode where it's the kid that keeps saying "hoopla,
Yep, it's that one.
hoopla." Okay,
Sounds
I was
like
like,
a lot of hoopla.
that sounds
Sounds
like a
like
lot of hoopla,
hoopla.
hoopla.
He throws a brick at him.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla. It's just like, oh my
Oh
god.
man, I've always wanted to try a Krabby Patty. It looks so good on TV.
There's been people like that actually made the Krabby Patty,
It's
and
made
then
of
there's
crab meat.
then there's actually people that made like the nasty patty like in real life too.
Ugh,
Like
gross.
and like I remember like was it the health inspector that
Yeah, it
like
was the health inspector video.
he looked like he just died and they're like trying to bury the
Bury the
body.
body.
Oh my god.
And then the cops come, as a customer, and like Mr. Krabs is acting sus because they like so-called ran out of ice, and they thought the health inspector was a zombie, so they killed him. This poor health inspector just showed up to work. That's all he did. That's all he did. And he just dies. Oh, fuck. Oh man. That was a
SpongeBob
good.
is the best.
Yeah, I could definitely say SpongeBob is definitely one of the groundbreaking cartoons that definitely changed the industry of cartoons forever. It's inspired a lot of people, and it's also put a lot of smiling faces on many generations of kids from 1998 all the way till now. I was born in 2002, and I've been watching SpongeBob ever since I found it as a kid. And it's definitely changed a lot of lives. It like the merchandise is out of this world. Like they have merchandise for everything when it comes to SpongeBob. Like you said, the landline phones, SpongeBob birthday cakes. They had SpongeBob mac and cheese when I was a kid, which was really
I
good.
remember that.
They had SpongeBob like bed sets, stuffed animals, toys, video games, apps, music,
Funko Pops.
Funko Pops, CDs, like you name it. SpongeBob water bottles, like anything you could think of. SpongeBob, like SpongeBob phone case, like
Right?
SpongeBob was just one of them groundbreaking cartoons that definitely broke a lot of records and set a lot of standards for the cartoon industry. And I'm saying this in like a smart way, I guess. Um, but I can definitely say that for sure. It's been around for over 20 years, so big props to Steven Hillenberg and the gang for keeping up. Unfortunately, Steven Hillenberg passed away in 2019 after a long battle with Parkinson's disease. So may he rest in peace. He was only 58. Um, it's crazy how SpongeBob is still going. It is crazy. And I'm glad it's still going, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's like if SpongeBob goes away, a lot of people are going to be upset.
Oh, yeah, this cat will be. Oh, my lord. Oh, man. Anyways, so that concludes our top 10 list for our personal favorite SpongeBob episodes. Did your picks make the list? Who knows? Let us know in the comments below what your top 10 list would be, and maybe put some honorable mentions there too. So, another top 10 video has been added to the series. And it looks like we're going to be adding another video to the Let's Talk series, because this Sunday we're going back to the 90s. Yes, you heard that here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going back to the 90s for some grunge groups. We're going to be talking about a variety of 90s grunge groups. Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, you name it. Grunge, we'll be talking about it. So that'll be this Sunday. So if you guys are interested in 90s grunge groups, be sure to listen. I just recently got into grunge over the past couple of years, and it's interesting what you learn about these bands. And the sad thing is, a lot of these grunge singers are not around anymore, unfortunately. But we'll be talking about that Sunday. So, like I said, if you guys are into 90s grunge groups, please be sure to listen this Sunday. It's good. Maybe might get a little emotional too. I don't know. If you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to follow us on our social medias by clicking the link in the description below. It'll take you to the Linktree website where all of our social medias are there for you. Makes it a lot easier, puts everything all in one set. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch you guys this Sunday for grunge groups. Bye.
Bye.